Welcome back, everyone, to Two Court of Swords. Rather, we fixed the issues with Roll20, so that's all good. Sean, have you ever watched a fork? No, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, no. Like the JP was like, "I've got Man of Steel in 4K," and I just couldn't bring myself to even move an eyebrow. I was like, "That's fine. It feels fine."
Adam, please take it away.
Yeah, let's level you up. All right, so Percentagetron, Mr. Turbusher, at level 3, you gain one more spell, one more ranger spell that you know, and you gain one more spell slot. So you'll get another ranger spell that you can cast, and another first level spell slot. You also get a ranger archetype and primeval awareness, as well as some more hit points. Now, do you want to roll your hit points, or?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep, you're gonna roll them. All right.
So what are the options? If I don't roll, I just get how many?
If you don't roll, what's your Constitution bonus?
My con bonus is 2.
Okay, you'll get 8 hit points if you do not roll. If you roll, you're gonna get between 1 and 10 plus 2 hit points.
So I'm gonna roll 1d10.
Yes, roll a d10. Here it comes.
Damn it! Roll 1d10.
Okay, so you get 4 plus, what do you say, 2? Is your bonus?
Yeah, I got 6. It's no big deal.
You get 6 hit points. All right.
30, the dirty 30.
Okay.
Right.
Now, you get, so you're gonna get a new spell. Do you want to randomly roll for your spell?
Sean hesitates after he's played an Adam's Global game.
It never even occurred to me that I should do that, but that's what I should do. I really should. And if
Hasn't everything been rolled for this character? Like
not
everything.
everything. We're trying real hard to make that happen.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think I did actually select my spells.
You did select your spells, yeah. Would you like to roll randomly for this spell, or do you want to pick one?
I let it roll randomly.
1, 2, 3. Okay, roll a d13. 2. Animal friendship. Animal friendship. All right, so your new spell is animal friendship.
That's going to do us real good in this cave.
Oh, God, yeah.
Good spell. Real good spell. It allows you to convince a beast you mean it no harm. You choose a beast you can see within range. If its intelligence is 4 or higher, the spell fails. Otherwise, the beast must make a wisdom save or be charmed for the spell's duration.
Sick. So that means you can talk to Gideon when he's in beats.
Oh.
Ouch. Ouch.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Okay.
You almost broke my neck with that,
You
Max.
need to talk to him in depth for that now.
I had to. It was just
all good.
It was an opportunity.
All right. So you've got animal friendship. That's good. That's a good spell. And now you get you get the ranger archetype. At 3rd level, you choose an archetype that you strive to emulate, such as the hunter. Your choice grants features at 3rd level, and then again at 7th, 11th, and 15th. So you can, let's see here. So your archetypes are, you can become the hunter, which means you learn specialized techniques for fighting special kinds of foes. So this would be like you pick, if you're a Colossus Slayer, a Giant Killer, or a Horde Breaker. There are ways to fight. You basically focus on a certain type of monster, and you get good at fighting those types.
Cool.
So that's the hunter. Or you can go. Let me see here.
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Are you going to roll this, Sean?
Roll on these?
It's possible. It is possible. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not going to do it, but like, if one day my beautiful wife gives birth to a darling baby, I am rolling for the name.
All right, hunter or beastmaster. Beastmaster gives you a beast companion that accompanies you, starting at 3rd level. You will choose a beast no larger than medium and has a challenge rating of 1/4 or lower. And then you have a little beast friend that follows.
Where does that come from? Does he just conjure it?
Can I get the beast friend? I'm choosing that. I'm choosing Beastmaster. I want an animal. I want an animal companion.
All right, so make a note on your character sheet that you are the Beastmaster archetype. And we're gonna choose a beast no larger than medium with a challenge rating of 1/4 or lower. So let me take a look at my list of beasts, and we will help you discover one.
Please tell me a goat is in there.
And we'll just have it. You wake up with it next to you. It joined you.
It's somehow, it's just there.
It's just there.
It's
You wake up.
tenderly licking my wounds.
Okay, so a beast of no larger than medium with a challenge rating of 1/4 or lower. So you could have a. Are you ready for the list of beasts?
Oh my god! Seal.
All right, here we go.
Seal.
There's more than a few of them. So you could have a hawk, a weasel, a bat, a vulture, a spider, a regular sized spider, not a giant spider, a spider, a cat.
Wait, you mean like that,
Yes.
that big, just?
He spies on conversations.
Yep. All right. A spider, a cat, a crab, a deer, a seahorse.
A seahorse.
Just choose seahorse, and you just wake up and you're like, why is your seahorse dead?
Yeah. Let's see: an eagle, a scorpion, a frog, a raven, a fire beetle, a rat, a baboon, a goat. Goat is indeed on the list. A badger. Let's see: a hyena, a jackal, lizard, an owl, an octopus, a giant crab. So not even just a regular crab.
Oh
Wow.
shit! Do the
I
fucking
mean, a giant
man.
crab is like kind of human size. It's a medium creature. A mule, a poisonous snake, a pony, a giant weasel, a giant rat, a mastiff, a flying snake, a dolphin. So many.
I
A
was
camel,
gonna say this list is enormous.
a
Oh my
sturge, a bloodhawk,
That's what
a giant wolf spider, a giant bat, giant centipede.
Why would you choose regular spider if giant wolf spider is on there?
I'm naming all the creatures.
Yeah, I know. I'm nothing against you. I'm just saying that list is silly.
I think you
A-
should give him a number and he should roll.
Let's see, a dimetrodon, a
Yeah,
giant
little
frog,
dinosaur.
a
I
panther.
don't know what a dimetrodon is. What is that?
Dimetrodon's the one with the. It's not technically a dinosaur. It's the one with the frill on its back, the big fan.
Ah.
A giant lizard. No, that's large. A pteranodon. You want a pterodactyl? Rock and roll. Go for it. A giant poisonous snake. Any of these tickle your fancy?
I mean, the bulk of them tickle me, actually.
All right, here's the last three. Or a giant badger or a wolf. Or a velociraptor. But
You
not
can't
the,
think of anything. Fucking
Oh,
roll
God.
it.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, the thing is that, okay, look, I already
It's a
have
sign.
cat.
Get a cat.
All right,
I'm
okay,
kidding.
come here. All right, it's time for afternoon snuggles, and what she does is she's gonna get here, and she's just gonna. She doesn't know how it works. She's just gonna be here now. I think we might have to roll for it, but if I had to choose, I would choose the goat, so I can use the goat sound effects.
do you want to just go with
You
the
can
goat?
just choose.
You know, let's do that. I'm choosing a goat. I
The
wake
goat's
up.
there.
and
You got to do it.
Yeah, all right. Let's
going
roll
to-
and see what I would have gotten though, because
Okay.
the spirit of that animal will be in my goat.
What if it's goat?
Okay,
It'll
roll.
be it's like a manly man. It's like a goatly goat.
10, 13,
There's a lot.
19,
Because if you roll, you could end up with seahorse.
That's true.
27.
Your goat is a lot like a seahorse.
It really loves water.
7, 47.
Holy
Okay,
shit.
roll a d50.
All right, hold on. So take a sec because I have a small cat on me. Roll.
If you had
One.
rolled,
Yeah, if he'd rolled. I'm totally okay with him having a goat. That just seems right.
The second one.
okay, you would have gotten, I shit you not, a goat.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, the goat is the second one on the list.
No, hold it up. Hold it up. Hold it up. I don't believe that shit. Are we serious? Is this fate?
You could have-
No.
It
I
works.
will snip. I
This is some DM horse shit.
would have
That's
gotten a goat.
amazing.
It's the second one on the list.
No way. I would. It is the fated goat. This really is destiny. This goat really did wind up lost in a cave, found me, lied down, and befriended me.
What
Yeah.
does a goat sound like being happy that it now has an owner?
There you go. Second one on the list.
There you go. God damn it.
Wait. Holy shit! You're actually not kidding me.
I'm not fucking with you.
Wow.
Wow.
That's amazing. That is.
Yeah, it goes hyena, goat, deer, vulture, dolphin, giant crab, giant weasel, mastiff, mule, pony.
That's something
Holy
special.
fuck.
All right, so let me find a goat token for you.
You have a
and
goat with the spirit of a goat.
Yeah, it was
My
a goat,
God,
then it
it's
died.
a goat
It's
we got.
reborn. It's a goat.
Baby cat, we own a goat now.
Oh my God, do you want a goat with a saddle? Do you want a goat you can ride on?
Yes.
Yeah, I do. Onward to battle!
All right, this is a goat. The goat upon which you can ride. This is your riding goat. What you got to think of a good name for this goat, though.
Gotta think of it on the fly, like Snidgy.
Is the goat name right now?
I mean, whatever. You need to name the goat at some point. This magical appearing goat.
Furchison.
Purchasing.
Purchasing the goat. All right,
Well,
so
I'm Personagetron Torbasher, and this is Furchison Torbasher.
Sounds right. It fits.
purchasing T goat. All right. There's your goat. There, Sean. I will make a goat and assign it to you, and then you're good to go.
Thank you.
Um,
10 out of 10.
All right, so let's make a new character here. Furchison.
It gets some special abilities too, doesn't it? He doesn't get like a fucking just a shitty goat, right?
I mean, it is just a goat. I will. I'll read for you what the goat's stat
We
block.
have an incredible selection of goats. Funeral goats. War goats.
No,
So,
I mean, but the ranger
this
class.
goat-
Does it,
So the goat, yeah, I'll read you both. So the goat is sure-footed and has strength and dexterity advantage when when it's attacked, it would knock it prone. If it moves at least 20 feet straight towards the target and then hits with a ram attack, the creature can be knocked prone by being rammed by the goat. And then the beast obeys your commands as best it can. It gets to add your proficiency bonus to its armor class, attack rolls, and damage rolls, as well as any skills it's proficient in and saving throws. Its hit points equals its normal maximum, or 4 times your level, which is higher. You can use your action to command the goat to attack, dash, disengage, dodge, or help. And while traveling through your favorite terrain with only the beast, you can move stealthily at a normal pace. If the beast dies, you can obtain another one by spending 8 hours magically bonding with another beast that isn't hostile to you, either the same type of beast or different one.
Wow.
so
if you lose Furchison goat, you can always go to the store and purchase another one, I guess.
Sean, the biggest thing there mechanically is he can aid you means you get advantage on all your attacks if he's aiding you somehow.
That's
I don't
great.
know I don't know how that makes sense, but
He's just
Yeah,
bleeding in the background.
He pulls the crossbow string back with his hoof.
he just
What does that sound like? Yeah. What does that sound like? A goat pulling back a crossbow to help.
Sounds like this. He reaches up and he goes, yeah.
All right, so I've added his attack and damage, and I will turn Furchison the goat over to you to control. There you go. Okay, so Personagetron, you should now have access to Furchison goat
Let me
up
investigate.
in the tent. There's a little silver goat. You should be able to move him around. And I'll give him some sight here.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Woo! Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing, the love between a gnome and his goat.
Mhm.
Yeah, so just for everybody's gratification, there's the goat. There's... All right, cool. So you've leveled up. You now have a goat companion.
Nice.
Yeah, let's. You wake up and there's this goat next to you. The gods have given you a goat. Do you like emerge from your tent and announce this to everybody, or are you just like, here's a goat. He's been here all along.
No, I didn't sleep very well. It was a sort of mix of just half awake, half asleep, not being able to tell if I was dreaming or part of reality. And I wake up and there seems to be this out of place animal, because it's a goat in a cave. There's this out of place animal who's just calmly lying beside me. Because I have female cats, this goat's a she, and that's how I refer to all my babies. So she has silverish, whitish coat on her, and I just reach out to her and I just start petting her. And it's one of the first times that all the stress in my mind starts to step to the back. And I'm just feeling the softness of this coat that feels a little cool because of the coldness in the cave on the fur, but of course a little warm because there's a little creature there right in front of me. And I say hello to the goat. And the goat goes, eh. And I feel for the first time in a while a sense of calm.
Excellent. So, Persnigatron and Berg, you've recovered up to your max hit points.
Great.
You've had a chance to rest. Now it's a tense evening, right? Like you take turns taking watch and everything, but you hear sound, you hear noise, out in the cog-shaped chamber, but no one comes to investigate. Like they're aware that you're here, but something else is going on that's got their attention.
Mm-hmm.
And then you don't hear anything from the other direction, the direction of the hallway. So you've recovered your health, and
How many hit die do we have normally?
it'll be one for each level that you have.
Oh, okay, good.
So I emerge from the tent, Ferguson at my side, and I say, "Good morning. It appears there's a noise down the hallway. I suggest we loot all the bodies and head in further to investigate."
Why do you have a goat?
Oh, this is Ferguson. I woke up and she was just right there, and we've been bonding for about 15 minutes. I feel really close with her, and you know what? I feel a special bond with this girl. Her name's Ferguson, by the way. I named her. I chose that name myself, and you know what? I've decided that we still have to keep driving forward. We still have to destroy the Rock King, and the best place to start is by making sure we're well equipped.
What if the goat is evil?
No, I have a strong intuition about this sort of thing. I don't know if it's because
A
I'm really
rock
powerful.
gnome goat.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's not like a normal thing, but I mean, really, I truly feel like this goat and we have a special bond. I think she was lost and was looking for some sense of comfort and after last night, so frankly, I was too, and now we found each other, so I see no reason not to go to the Rock King.
May I pet the goat?
Yeah, go ahead. Ferguson loves pets.
Just like reaches out, pat.
Mm-hmm.
Berg's just like, what the fuck is going on? But he's like, I'm gonna pet this goat.
Yeah, and Azure Vortex, she's awake now. And when she wakes up, she feels a little uncomfortable or awkward that she's like fallen asleep on you, and kind of like wakes up and like moves away from you. But it's still dark, so she doesn't go that far. And she just like whispers to you, Berg. She's like, "What? A goat?"
There is a goat now.
She just shakes her head.
I don't know either.
She says, "It's like, is it safe to light a torch? I'm not going to be of any use to anyone in the dark."
I think so, yes. No sound for a while.
Does any of us have torches? If Berg is the only one that has a torch and he knows that, yeah, then you guys should just light a torch.
Yeah, you want to?
I think he has one, right? Because he's got like got a pack, right? Should be, yeah, Explorer's pack. All right,
Okay,
Berg
so you give
lights
a
up a
torch
torch.
Give it to Azure Vortex. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
hand it off to her. I don't need it.
Yep.
So.
Yep. She lights a torch and it illuminates the area. Suddenly there's color. And yeah, this goat is just kind of like staring absently up at Persnigatron.
Well, what now, little man?
Well, we really have to search through all of our fallen comrades, as well as the fallen enemy. Fallen enemies, to make sure we're well equipped
Some
for that
goat
journey
hair
down.
in your throat?
This coffee, actually, I was nailing it. Yeah.
You haven't.
Cat
you
goat
have
your tongue.
You've only been petting the goat, right? Not making out with it.
The goat looks at you.
No! Oh! That's disgusting, Berg. I share a special bond with my goat. And I would never betray that by kissing Ferguson on the lips.
Let
No,
us sleep.
seriously, let's search through these dead bodies.
All right, so you want to take
Yeah.
some time digging through the bodies. All right, so Ramos's body has on it. Let's see here. Do you want to do the honors? What's Ramos carrying, Dan?
Let me open that up.
Yeah. What does your dead character have?
Yeah,
That's the shittiest thing. What did you have on you?
Yeah, what did you
Yeah, let me loot my corpse.
Yeah. What's he got? It's like you're figuratively just like
Yeah.
turning him over.
There he is. All right. All right, I have 130 gold.
Yeah.
16 silver pieces. I have a mace, scale mail armor, a shield. I have 9 rations. One hermitite, which is worth 10 gold.
By the way, Gas, one of you has to write this down. Neither of you are typing or anything.
Oh shit! You're right.
One of you
Yeah,
needs
yeah, yeah,
to
yeah.
type this. I just see the two of them like
Also,
idly looking
someone else
around.
doing the record keeping. All right, spit it again.
Okay,
Do
I'll
it.
start-
Tell me.
I'll
Tell me.
start
Tell me.
again. Okay. I have 16 gold pieces,
Yeah, Ramos.
130 gold.
Wait.
Wait,
What?
what?
That
I
doesn't
have
make sense.
si-
16 gold pieces and
silver
130
pieces.
gold.
Sorry,
Silver, yeah.
16 silver pieces
Gotcha.
and 130 gold pieces.
Okay.
I have 9 rations, 1 hermitite, which is worth 10 gold, and I have an explorer's pack with all the stuff in there. And the other stuff we probably don't care about.
You said there was a mace before. What happened to the mace?
I'm not
There's a mace, but it's just a regular mace.
old
There's nothing special about it.
What kind of damage does it do? And can an orc wield it?
A D6, which is
That's
really
pretty
low.
dope.
It's a simple
No?
weapon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
The,
don't
war,
need that.
the war pick's much better for you.
I don't need that. I gotta sneeze. Nah, it's gone.
Well, I think it's only wise that we take all his money and the rations.
He
I already
doesn't
have an
need it
explorer's
now.
pack. What?
Dead men don't need rations or money.
That's true.
Your goat is chewing on Gideon's clothes right now.
Oh fuck.
Furchison, no! These are our friends. Don't eat anything on or around them.
She looks up and Gideon's like cloak is hanging out of her mouth and she's just like, meh. Stares at
Oh, and she gives a remorseful. Yeah.
you. Yeah. Leans over and sets it
Yeah,
down.
just like slowly, like.
Yeah.
Okay. Gideon, what did you have on you?
All right. In terms of gold, I had 8 copper pieces, 0 silver pieces, 32 electrum pieces, and 290 gold pieces.
Can you list all that again?
I'll type it in chat.
Damn it.
Tight.
So Berg,
Yeah.
you see that you also notice like Ramos has the slave bracelet on, and Gideon is wearing the ring. Though his like in death, whatever was like poisoning him from the ring seems to have gotten worse. His hand is black and like bloated. His fingers like thick like sausages, with the ring digging deep into his one finger, and the sort of blackness is spread up one arm.
Mm-hmm. I don't think Berg would be too concerned with recovering the bracelet off of Ramos, because we're done with that shit. Like that shit, even if they find it, doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
But I think Berg is eyeing that, like now that he's kind of surveying and just like taking stock before they head off, he's eyeing that ring. And he says to Snidgy, he's like,
That ring is important.
and just shows like his bracelet, you know, is like,
There is a bond. It controls us. Those who wear the bracelet. I cannot touch it.
Well, it always seemed to cause harm to you, so I'm just going to pick the ring up and put it in my backpack.
So to get the ring off of Gideon's finger, you'll have to like cut his finger off and like cut the meat out of the ring. You can't just slide it off. It's like well in there.
I kneel down next to Gideon and Ramos, and I say,
Your deaths shall not be in vain.
and I grab, and I just start trying to chop
Cut it
through
off?
it, and there's
Okay.
just gross fleshy sounds like when you're trying to eat a fruit roll up, but be quiet.
You guys also find just a random bullshit of a 50 gold bag, a fine lyre worth 30 gold, 7 bottles of wine, a bloodstone
Fuck
goblet,
yeah.
a pair of ivory dice, a napkin that's very nice, a cloth mask that's made. It's like it has a veil and it's golden, an ivory elephant figurine, a silver locket that has 2 young girls inside of it for some reason. That's a star.
The fuck were you carrying all this shit?
Because no one else
big-
carried shit.
he had a big backpack.
Zawaz's spell book is on me. Holy symbol, you find 9 rations, 17 uses of a healer kit. The immune to diseases pendant, if someone wants to wear that, you're immune to disease. And then the medium armor, quarterstaff, herbalism kit,
All kinds of stuff.
druidic
My
focus,
God.
shield. That's it.
Okay, so you wanna cut Gideon's finger off and take this ring.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't put it on. You just put it in your bag.
Put it in the pocket.
Okay, what do you do with Gideon's severed finger?
I just carefully
Piece of
set it
goat.
back down by the rest of his hand.
Goat's like eyeing that finger like,
Yeah, the goat is just looking at it like as soon as
Ferguson
you
is
look away.
not eyeing the finger. Ferguson is being deeply deferential and respectful towards the deceased because Ferguson gets it.
All right, okay.
This is not your goat. This is my goat.
Ferguson controls herself. Okay, so while we're doing the loot thing, you're gonna dig through all the dead bodies, which means you're gonna have to climb over or like at least pull down some of that wall and find yourselves more in the room. That sound okay for you?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm going to mark myself having knocked things over and push them out of the way.
Okay, let's move some of this stuff.
Me and the goat.
where do you guys usually like, for like character sheets and stuff? Like when you just
Features
want
and
to
traits.
copy paste a bunch. I'm just looking for like
That's where I put them.
The second page has a bunch of empty like text boxes too.
I mean, like person. Okay, feats and traits. It's just a lot of shit to put there. All right.
Okay, so you dig through the bodies. This whole process will take like a while, like probably a couple hours. You dig through the bodies and you find somebody write this down. I don't care who.
Yep, writing it down.
You got it. Cool.
All right, you find 120 silver.
Hmm.
You find 50 gold.
Yeah.
You find let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You find 5 10 GP gems. You find in the pocket of one of the like vest pocket of one of the acolytes that you were fighting, you find 2 interesting items. They obviously all have their like chainmail armor and their war picks
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
But in the vest pocket, on the one side, you find a tiny glass vial, like just like this big, like the size of like the end of your pinky, not this big, with like maybe 2 drops of fluid in it and a tiny cork. So tiny potion, and then you find a pair of folded platinum eyeglasses. The lenses on them are some kind of intricately carved crystal. They have like strange facets. It's not like a regular pair of glasses.
Those are good. Valuable, at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah.
Well, I'll carry these. I found a vial with some folded platinum eyeglasses. Hey, Berg.
Yes.
Do you think there's anything weird about these platinum eyeglasses?
I actually want to do. What check would I use to determine if there's anything weird about them? Would that be just
So you
regular
can,
perception?
if you take a short rest or a long rest, you can examine them, and I'll just tell you what they are. Otherwise, you have to like experiment with them, like put them on.
I just put them on.
Okay. All right. So when you put them on, so you put the glasses on, and we probably see this from Percentagetron's point of view, everything gets very blurry. Like everything is distorted and blurry until you hold your hand up in front of your face, and then you can suddenly see every tiny like line and pore in your skin. The glasses allow you to see things magnified up close, magnified several hundred times. They're magical. They're magical eyes of minute seeing.
Those are
Damn.
pretty sick, actually. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Out to
So sick.
out to about a
These are-
foot. Yeah,
Oh.
out to about a foot, you can see everything much better than normal.
Wow. You guys,
These are $3 reading glasses from Walgreens.
they appear to have some sort of mystical power to see things extremely detailed up close. If we need to investigate something very closely, just ask me and I'll put the glasses right on.
And Berg, when you look over at Personagetron, and the lenses have made his eyes look enormous. So these huge, like, bulbous looking eyes.
I think he's like, he like turns around, he's like, and Berg's just like,
The eyes are huge.
Wow, with my understanding of optics, that makes a lot of sense.
All right. So you also have this tiny potion, but you'd have to spend some time examining it or just drink it to see what it does.
Azure Vortex, do you know anything about what this potion is?
She looks at it and she shakes her head and she's like, no, and I don't think we have time to be standing around looking at these things. If we're going to press on, we should press on. And then she looks behind you and she's like, or leave.
We're not turning around anytime soon. Let's head onward.
And I march forward, thump, 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 and Furchison follows me, clop, clop, clop.
Okay, all right. So you head out into the cog-shaped room, and we fade out and we fade back in. On meanwhile, elsewhere, Dawn La Dungeon, the three angels. You've just dispatched the two sentries in this room. What would you like to do? To the immediate right, there is an area of the cave that looks like it's either been caved in or filled in. Like there's a bunch of loose rock that's been piled up on that side, and then there's a tunnel ahead of you. It's relatively quiet down here. There's just the sounds of you moving around and what have you.
First thing I want to do is heal myself because I took some massive damage from that bite.
Okay.
So I'll touch myself and heal.
yeah.
So we slowly fade in, and Azrael is standing in the corner.
Go ahead and touch yourself.
I'll heal myself with 8 from healing hand. 8 from lay on hands, and then the 3 from healing hands.
No,
for
nobody
11.
look at me while I touch myself.
For
Gotta
11.
heal.
So get myself to 23.
Okay, all right. So the power of the fountain fills you and heals your wounds.
Heals my wounds.
Yeah.
Right.
I guess as he's doing that, I walk up and say, should I send the hawk a little bit further?
That'd be very wise.
Probably.
So
Oh.
two quick things.
Yeah.
The hawk can fly in here, but it's difficult, right? Because it's an enclosed space. The hawk does not have dark vision. Just so you're aware of these things.
Hawk is very brave.
Wait,
So it's just
does it
blind
not-
as fuck flying
Yeah,
around.
Hold on.
it's sitting on your shoulder right now, kind of giving off nervous vibes because it can't see.
I'm gonna see if there's some bullshit when I take it over. If I see through it with my
No,
dark vision. Let's see,
you have different eyes.
motherfucker.
Yeah, you have special eyes, and it does not.
So when I say that, you say like, "Oh yeah, that's very wise." My eyes like black over, and then you just see the hawk fly straight into the wall.
Right into the screen door.
Yeah,
Just
I
bonk.
come back and say, "It can't see in the dark." Didn't think about that.
Yeah, the hawk falls to the floor, gets up, kind of ruffles its feathers, looks around.
We will, perhaps when we rest, I can choose a better companion.
This demon hawk, so powerful and mysterious. Like, stopped by some darkness.
Yeah,
They've got light in hell. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just reading
That's
the
funny.
Find Familiar thing. Should we move on?
I guess we should before people get suspicious about these guards not reporting in.
Probably was just a patrol, yes.
These little rock gnome fellas, they all smell so vile, yes?
Yeah, they smell like dung.
I'd say they smell like shit.
Well, I say it more proper. I say they smell like dung.
Would you two stop bickering? I start to
Very well, let's keep going.
walk forward a little bit. The hawk just is now planted on my shoulder.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
We don't have a torch lit, right? Because we don't need a torch.
No, because you don't need one.
Okay,
Yeah.
so can we move through here stealthily?
Yeah. Someone you can roll. If you're all gonna.
Let me give you a big bad 2 on myself.
Okay.
No.
Wow, first time I'm stealthy. I have 17.
Boom.
Okay.
Nailed it.
All right.
The
I got a
hawk
plus
is
5,
just
I think, to stealth.
Hawk is. I can't see shit. He's so fucking loud on the side, on my shoulder. I'm just having a hard time.
All right, go ahead and start moving yourselves forward. The tunnel here is at least initially just naturally carved, like carved by water and time. The erosion of the walls is all natural up until you start to get into the next room, and you can see constructed architecture right here. You can see that there's some kind of chamber. And again, remember I was describing how it's like there are ruins that were above that sank into the earth and then were kind of buried over by time and by the earth. So this is the entrance to one of those excavated chambers or temples. And what's unusual, and I don't think you need to make a perception check to notice this, but when you step into the room, you step into essentially a sand dune. There are piles of fine silt all over the floor in this area. And they're I don't know if your characters are geographically or geologically minded enough to notice this, but they're definitely out of place. Down here, it's all kind of rough rock and hard granite and stuff, but this is desert sand, and it's sort of piled throughout this area.
I think as Volnak rounds the corner and be like, well, that's a bit odd, isn't it? Just kind of motions towards it to the others. What do you make of that?
Have you seen something like this before? Why is there sand here?
I have no idea.
If I look up to the ceiling, what does it look like? Does it look like a collapsed, or is it?
No, it's just it's stone. There's a couple of overhangs of rock, dripping stalagmites or stalactites. I can never.
I guess I could just roll perception to see if we can notice anything else that might give clues.
Roll in, if you want to take a minute to look around. Roll investigation.
Sure. Might as well. That's some sick. What do I notice with my solid 3?
All right, so as you're looking around this area, you'll have to move out into the cave a little bit. You see that there's an exit to the north. The exit to the north of this area up here. There's a tunnel that leads out, and on your right there's a sort of antechamber in this area that you can see that leads into a larger structure within.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's just sand piled around on the ground, and I think you notice something actually down over here. You notice something move. Something is coming towards you through the gloom. It's a large roundish shape. It's supposed to be floating, and it's moving towards you slowly through the darkness.
Get back!
Yeah, I move back.
Get back!
Yeah, I think we move back to the side. Just move
we
back
tactically
to the entrance,
go.
Just
We're peeking around
back.
peek around and see what it's doing as it comes.
Yeah, just to observe its behavior, I suppose.
Okay, all right. So into the room floats this strange-looking creature. Floating
is never good.
It's about. I mean, if you stood on either side of it and reached, you could hold around it. It's the front of it is taken up predominantly by a huge eyeball, just this big round clear looking eyeball. Below that there's a sort of slit in the orb full of jagged teeth. And it seems to be mumbling to itself and licking its teeth as it floats into the room. And then sprouting from the top of the head, it's like a sphere. So starting from the top of the sphere are a series of maybe a dozen or so long tendrils with little eyeballs on them, and they're kind of creeping around, looking at the room as it floats in.
Can I make a Arcana check to see if I know what this is?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Sounds scary as shit.
Fucking what is going on today?
Can I make an Arcana check to see if I understand?
You have no idea. It's some horrifying looking thing. And it sort of floats into the center of the room and kind of looks around, and there's slime dripping from its jagged teeth onto the floor.
That is not of this world.
if you fuckers die before you need me.
I know.
If
Sean, you got to
die-
go on another 2-week vacation. All right, we got to get some more characters.
Everybody's dead. Everywhere I go, I bring it.
Azrael, have you ever seen a creature like that before?
I don't think I've seen anything like this.
That clearly isn't of this world.
I just said that.
I,
My eyes.
I don't-
Just Volnok doesn't even look at him like, so smart.
I don't think we have anything to gain by engaging with it. Perhaps we should wait for it to move on.
I agree.
Let's see what it does. We can avoid fighting it. That I agree. That would be the best course.
Okay.
Yeah, we just wait.
All right, yeah, it floats into the center of the room, kind of like looks around, doesn't seem to notice you, but it looks right at you, like several of its eyes, its big central eye, like passes over you, and then it floats past you into the antechamber of this room, and then disappears into the darkness.
Should we wait to see if it comes back?
This may be our chance to get through the room before it comes back. I don't know which way we should go. What does your sense say? Do we go right or left?
Which way are you being dragged?
Yeah, I close my eyes and try to commune to see which way I'm being pulled towards.
You've lost all sense now. You're in the right place. The thing that drew you here is done giving you directions. It's around somewhere.
Okay. I come back to and say, we're in the right place, but I'm not being pulled any one way. I believe we're on our own from here on. And
Right, well.
as I say that, this area that we just were, was it sand on the ground?
Yeah, like drifts of sand, like a sort of like it looks like the desert on the floor, like
Okay,
little dunes of sand and wind.
I worry about walking across that.
Is there any sort of rocks nearby? Like that can just like a spare rock down here, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like a little.
Sure,
Alright.
yeah, of course.
Let me see.
Be
Volnok
careful.
grabs a rock and just kind of like tosses it into the sand.
Okay, yeah,
See if
it
like
hits.
sinks.
Yeah, hits the side of the sand, one of the little dunes with a pff, and like sand flips into the air, and just rolls down, leaving a little trail, and then settles.
Okay.
I think we should move along the wall to the chamber on the other side that it's not in right now, and see what's there.
I agree.
Sounds good to me. I have no desire to fall into any sort of quicksand.
Me either. So cling to the wall just in case. And I guess we start shuffling around
Shuffling.
the room, following the wall like this.
Okay, so you're slowly making your way around the corner here.
Yeah.
Before we go, I pull at you and pull you back and say,
Okay.
I could prepare in a spell. We would know if he passes back by. I would need 10 minutes though.
That's a long time. It could come back by then.
It could.
It could also not.
That's why I bring it
Do you
up.
think of that one?
Okay, well, you might as well if you'd like to cast it.
Or I'm sorry, 1 minute, not 10 minutes. Jesus. Is it 1 minute for a ritual, Adam?
10 minutes.
It's
to
10
cast a
minutes.
ritual.
Okay. All right.
And it's like loud chanting and stuff. It's not stealthy.
Oh, fuck. It's loud chanting.
Give me 10 minutes,
Well, then
guys.
you better not do that.
Yeah.
Nah, Sabinya! Just a very kid. The Lion King.
He like goes to start chanting like, huh? What are you doing?
The thing about rituals, if it has a verbal component, then it is, you have to speak loudly enough, like that something might hear you.
Yeah, perhaps not. Don't do that.
Okay, I was a stupid idea. Let's go around.
Let's go.
We all inch along the wall towards the other hallway.
Okay. All right, so you start to make your way around the corner.
You get about here, and one of the dunes attacks you.
And the sand. I think that you notice as you move through the room, the sand is, despite there being no airflow in the room, right? Obviously, the sand still has the telltale marks of having been blown into the shape that it's in. And I think that as you cross the room, you feel a warm wind seemingly from nowhere, like blowing around your ankles and like sort of pushing the sand dune. But there's nowhere it could come from. There's no vents in the walls. It's a sealed cavern.
Well, that's just downright weird.
Yeah.
going.
The source of the wind seems to be this chamber over here. So all the sand is blown out in a pattern from there.
Keep going.
Blowing out or out of the
Seemingly out of the chamber. Yeah, like over time. Do you want to carry on?
Let's keep going, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So as you maneuver around this little obstacle here, this pillar of stone, you come to the mouth of this tunnel. And who's the first person?
Nope,
into the
not me.
tunnel?
That's not me. I'm not.
I will be the first one.
All right, Azrael. As you walk out, at the edge of your vision, you see like a half dozen shadowy figures in this hallway. They have their backs to you. They're quite tall and gaunt, like probably like 7 to 8 feet tall, long, thin limbs, hidden in heavy black cloaks. They have their hoods up. And they're standing just at the edge of your vision, kind of like facing inward, like whispering to each other in a strange kind of wet sounding, like clicking language.
None of us speak it?
No.
Okay.
I would like to use one of my divine senses just to see if it's celestial, fiend, or undead.
Okay, sure. So you like stop and reach out.
Stop and just see if I sense any of those around me.
It's none of those things.
This fucking spooky.
It's celestial, fiend, or undead within
60 feet.
Okay, no, there are none of those around you.
Okay.
How far away are they from us?
They're right at the edge of Azrael's vision, so like up here somewhere.
Okay. Do we press on? What can you see?
And they're definitely like blocking the tunnel, and they don't seem to have noticed you. They're having a kind of like huddled conversation with each other.
How many of them were?
There's 3. There might be more past them. It's hard to tell. All you can hear right now is the language, and it sounds like a kind of wet, like gurgling sound with occasional like bone like clicking noises.
Jesus.
Where did all these creatures come from?
I don't know. There's something weird happening here.
I've seen some weird creatures in my time, but this is truly strange. Seems we have a choice. Either go this way or potentially run into the floating eyeball thingy.
I know. Tough decision.
My
To be
fear
honest-
would be if he wraps around and we fight all at once.
Indeed.
He was patrolling here for a reason.
Perhaps we follow into where he went, cautiously, of course. These creatures down this hallway don't seem to be aware of our presence.
Yes, I'm worried. I
I
guess
wish-
we could peek into the room and just see what's in there.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but I really wish we had the darkness telling you where to go right now.
Do you guys want to sneak over to the edge of the room over there and just see what's inside? And then make a decision after we know.
I'll stay here. You guys go that way. That way, if they start coming down, I can let you know. But stay in view of me. Stay in my eyesight.
We'll be no more than 30 feet away. So I guess we cling along the upper wall just to try to peek into the chamber to see what's in there. Get about right there.
Okay.
I don't know what's with my cat today, by the way. She's just like, she's acting like she's just hasn't seen me in a year.
So you start to make your way over there, and as you leave, maybe one of you like
I'm still staying over here, by the way.
Raziel Volnek. Okay. So Raziel, I think that as your friends go by, maybe you bump the wall or your bird like makes a sound. And one of the 3 figures up ahead, now it's far enough away that you can only see them in sort of shadows. One of them turns, and you catch the sort of this like glistening like wet look on its flesh as it turns towards you, and you can see that it has a kind of dullish like purple, like almost white, like mauve skin. Its head is a sort of bulbous shape. It's got this cloak up, but dangling from its face, where its like nose and mouth would be, is a cluster of purple tentacles, just kind of like hanging from its face.
Some ood
like
we're fighting, eh?
like a beard or a mustache instead of its face. And it's got these big eyes with like hourglass shaped pupils, and it turns and reaches out into the space that you're in, and like points and makes like a clicking sound, and like writhes its tentacles around. And its hands are like its fingers are 3 or 4 times longer than human fingers, and it reaches out and points in your direction. And the other two turn to look, and they start to move down the hallway towards
Tell
you.
me, are they holding illuminated spheres in their hands?
No.
Is it Ivan Ooze?
I will awaken mind to both of them. Once the first person will be Azrael, the second one will be Volnak, and say I've been spotted. And then I start to slowly move down the edge here.
Okay,
Again.
then as soon as I hear that, I signal to him. Then I start running back to the entrance. Dash back across.
Yeah, I go with.
I drag him with me.
Okay. All right, so
Don't
the two of
drag. I come willingly.
Okay.
the two of you dash back in that direction. But by the time you get there, you look down the hallway and they're gone. The hallway's empty.
Did I see them leave, or did I turn my back?
No. You like turned away for a second to look at your friends coming towards you, and when you look back, they're gone. The hallway's just a dark
Since
passage.
I'm far away, I awaken mine once again to Azrael and say, like, they were just there. I don't know what happened.
I would like to listen really hard and see if I can hear any movement.
Okay.
He's just sitting there like.
All right, so
It looks like he's taking a shit, but he's really just
If I hear any
focusing.
shuffling or sounds like
If you
Okay.
can roll your so hard skill.
yeah, go ahead and roll perception.
13.
It's not horrible.
So you hear two things from the hallway beyond. If you strain your ears and listen, you can hear the sound of water, of like a waterfall or a river or something. You hear just like pouring water splashing into a pool. And from the room where the strange floating eye creature went, you hear the occasional sound of like metal, like groaning slightly, and like a shifting sound. Something heavy is moving around in that room and making a like metal plates grinding together noise. But it's quiet, like I don't know, like somebody like moving in their sleep, right? Like it's not a loud intentional noise. It's just kind of a quiet shifting sound.
Okay. I whisper to Raziel, just I don't hear anything. I don't know what he saw. The creatures are gone.
Perhaps that was, and I like.
I meant Volnak. I whispered to Volnak.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Yeah, I was gonna say. I didn't see anything either. They're gone now. This is very disturbing.
I start to move up again on the wall next to this rock, and as I'm pretty close to them, I say, perhaps that was the Great One guiding me to go that way.
Only you can tell. I don't know what any of this shit is.
I've never seen a creature like that before, but
Okay, describe to me what you saw. What did they look like?
I think, and then I just go,
It's like, I've got nipples, Greg. Come on, Bill Gates.
I think as you do that, Volnak's just like,
Really?
So you're telling me for sure this?
that is what I saw, yes.
Listen, anytime we see them, we'll go like this to each other, yes? Like that.
Yes.
I see them.
Yes. I don't know if you're mocking me, but if you are, then fuck you.
Only slightly. Only slightly. We do need to move.
We do.
should pick a direction. I don't want to get trapped here.
Which way?
I say down this hallway. They're gone. Could be a trap, but the other way, he heard things as well.
Yes, I heard metal sounds coming from over there. I don't know exactly what. So it's either creatures we can't see or a creature we can. It's a tough choice. Which way do you guys want to go?
I vote for down this hallway.
I believe it's the Great One guiding me this way.
All right, then I will very carefully looking for any distortions, like any sign of something that's there, like moving the ground, but walk very slowly down the hallway. Just see if I hear or see anything that would indicate something is invisible there.
So the sand, the dunes of sand on the floor start to dissipate the further you get away from that chamber you were in. But you notice that there are tracks in them. They're hoof prints. They're quite big. They're big hoof prints in the sand, leading north.
Hoof
so they're-
prints?
Yeah.
The tracks are walking in the direction we're going right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're in a fucking horror movie right now.
It's some spooky stuff.
I just imagine some just like constant, like in the cave.
Okay. There are tracks. Looks like hoof prints. Have you seen these
This is a
before?
minotaur.
Can I make an Arcana check or history check? What would you?
Nature
Nature?
to recognize these prints.
One of these days, I'll roll
Wow.
higher than 10.
Wow.
They have the same basic shape as like horse tracks, but
I look back at them as if it's a no-brainer. I have seen a horse before.
Those are undoubtedly hoof prints.
That is what I'm gathering. Just be on your guard.
Thank God you're here. I guess we slowly inch our way down the hallway, little by little.
Oh,
okay.
like a bunch of little wusses who don't want to die, but
Yeah,
that's what we
just-
are right now.
We just saw
So
some
as
creatures.
As you head north through this tunnel, the sound of water rushing gets louder and louder until you enter a large cavern. There's a body of water. It's colder in this cavern. You can feel there's dampness in the air, and you can see directly ahead of you a waterfall sort of pouring down into a pool. You can hear it splashing. Immediately to your left, when you come out, there's a stone staircase that leads down, and there are two piles of like broken machinery kind of off to your left. The hoof prints disappear as the sand goes away, and standing at the edge of the pool, drinking from the pool, is a horse. It's like the biggest horse you've ever seen. Huge, perfect white fur. Like it's this like this pure white color, almost like it hurts your eyes to look at it. And as it lifts its head from the water, you notice it has a long, curling like horn coming up out of the middle of its forehead. And it just kind of like flicks its mane and like looks around a little bit and then goes back to drinking from the pond.
Please be a nice horse.
Or is
It is a dark anti-horse.
is
It
the
looks back
unicorn-
and says, "I'm Mr. Ed."
Adam, in this world, is a unicorn a common thing that people would know what it was?
I mean, no, not common, but everybody knows what a unicorn is because they're like a sign of like good fortune. They're like universally a sign of good omen. They usually only appear to the pure of heart.
Oh my God, it's some kind of horse rhinoceros.
Or those of an angelic nature?
Yeah, something like that.
So we would be taking this as a good omen.
I
Okay.
recognize, I walk around the corner and recognize that this celestial creature right in front of me, and I immediately bow, take a kneel, and as a sign of respect towards it, I'm like, we're in the presence of something holy. And I point at the unicorn to the other people, to the other party members.
Yeah, if it's noticed you, it doesn't say anything or turn to you. And I think you see behind it, like in the you see its reflection in the pool, and there's a moment of like quiet here.
I think the first things, as I probably kneel down next to Azrael.
Yeah, I feel like we're all kneeling.
Yeah, I say, this would be a great sacrifice.
I mean,
And
killing
I
a
can-
unicorn. Killing a unicorn
Don't.
is a huge fucking deal.
I know
Yeah.
it is. That's why, like,
No, not that it would be difficult, but like it's an insane, like incredible sin to kill something
Like
this powerful.
punching
but
a
also-
puppy. You just
But
don't
also,
do it.
yes, as you said, we would make for a fantastic sacrifice.
I grab you by the collar. I'm like, not this creature. Don't even. And like, I give you a stern warning, like, don't even fucking think about it. Because it's like, this creature's too holy.
was I thinking aloud? I'm sorry. Of course not. We're not going to kill this creature. Like, I stare back at it. You see maybe like drool come down my face.
These three characters are sensational. This is like I'm the audience of one live and just like, hey, talk more to each other.
What do we do? What do we do?
Dare we approach it?
As long as we don't cause it harm, it shouldn't do anything to us.
Also, in what of these mechanical beings that appear to be destroyed to our left?
Looks like there's remnants of a battle here.
Someone has been through here, of course.
Looks like mechanical creatures destroyed. I don't know what caused that.
I wonder how far off they are.
I guess we walk in further in the room to get a good look around and try not to disturb the unicorn too much.
Yeah, does the unicorn do anything as we're walking?
Does it like regard us at all, or?
No. I mean, there's no way it couldn't know that you're here. But it seems to be ignoring you. I'm gonna put it over where it is. There it is.
Maybe we could tame it. It could be our steed. Dibs.
I don't think anyone's ever successfully tamed a unicorn.
I shouldn't get close to it. I will not be in control of myself. And I slowly start to pull out a dagger.
I don't think we'll allow you to get close to it. You don't have to worry about that one.
Yes.
I'm in like a trance just staring at it. I'm maybe ignoring you as you're saying that to me. Or at least I don't get a response.
Unicorns are intelligent, right? You can talk to them. You could walk up to it and have a conversation with it.
Yeah. I think Volnak slowly, carefully approaches it. I don't know, right here. So he's still kind of, away. It's just
okay.
Hello there.
So as you approach it, hands up to talk to it. The unicorn, lifts its head from drinking, and there's water dripping from its chin, and it turns and looks at you, and you can see the sort of opalescence of its horn.
Uh-huh.
And why don't we take a break, and I'll let you know what the unicorn has to say when we get back.
Dude, it's got to say something. Fucking unicorn out of nowhere.
I'm gonna speak to it. Awakened mind after this as well. So.
Oh, you motherfucker! Don't you penetrate it with that dark shit?
We're gonna do it. We're gonna take a break though, and we'll come back and we'll do just that. Don't go anywhere. More Quarter Swords right after this. We'll see you in just a sec.